at some point, if you're a developer, you have had to actually use something like Notion. And I'm one of you. I'm one of every other developer in the world who's tried using things like Notion and, for project management and wiki, documenting your process and stuff like that. And, well, I did not like much of Notion at all because, it was very, very heavy. I mean, it is very bloated itself, to the amount of time it actually takes for you when you press a button for you to actually get the feedback that you want. Let's say maybe you want to turn a block into a header, for instance. It's not quick. It's slow. It's bloated. It has a lot going on. Like many of you, looking for an alternative. I was looking for an alternative to Notion. Much like every other developer out there, I wanted something open source, support something built by the community. So that was me looking for an alternative, and I landed on AppFlowy, right? So at the beginning, AppFlowy was, out of everything that I had tested, the closest alternative to Notion. And I was really delighted, honestly, because here I was, something open source, something built by the community, something where you can actually just go there and contribute and most likely see your contribution reflected, right? Right? Well, it was like that, but not really, right? Because I first started using it on Linux Mint, and I came across a troubling bug, honestly, because my PC at the time was a fairly low-powered PC running Linux Mint. I downloaded AppFlowy for the native Linux desktop, right? And it had bugs. It had this bug where it could only be in full screen mode. I couldn't minimize it. I couldn't do anything else with it. In fact, it was so full screen. There are two different full screen modes. The one that it had was the kind where you couldn't even see the window controllers. I couldn't minimize. I couldn't control to maximize. I couldn't do anything with it. It was just an app where after you get into it, and you just have to work. You cannot control it. And this was a bug. I submitted an issue on the repo, and really it seemed like there was not a lot of desire to actually get this fixed. As you can see, it's not really resolved. We came up with some workarounds, and really to this day it hasn't been resolved officially at all. But then I was like, well, let me move to Mac. Maybe this app works well on Mac better than Linux, because Linux, as you know, it's very fragmented and you never really know what you're getting when you're getting a Linux app. There's a lot going on. But on Mac, probably most of the user base uses Mac or maybe even Windows. So they prioritize that probably in their development process. Well, it turns out that is not the truth, because I get on Mac. At first, it works just fine, right? It's working just fine, but not anymore. It's pretty much borderline unusable right now. It has been disconnecting. For you to be able to use the collaboration function, you have to be able to connect it to the server, essentially. My Mac app has been having trouble with this. In fact, in most cases, it says that it's reconnecting all the time. My network connection is always splendid. It's always excellent. I don't see why I would be having problems with this. So this tells me their server maybe has trouble connecting a lot of people, and now it's disconnecting with me. So the problem with this is that I cannot do a thing with it, right? I cannot do a thing. Everything. I have 2 YouTube channels. This one and the other one that I have, my first YouTube channel, and you should go check it out. It's very funny, if I do so say myself, and I believe you'd like it. But back to AppFlowy, everything that I have with the 2 YouTube channels, it's inside AppFlowy. Everything, my scripts, all the inspirations. Imagine everything that I write is in there. And if the app is misbehaving, that means I'm having trouble with my work. Now, I have had trouble with the app for some time now, where I find that when it's disconnecting and trying to reconnect, it is very, very unreliable. I never really know if the things I type in there will be there when I open the app next. Whatever I type in there is not saved locally, it's not saved anywhere. And if I type it and I close the app, then open it back, I find that, well, my work is all gone. And this has happened to me more than once. This video is a result of me actually being fed up with it all, and it has been making my work quite tough. Really, I haven't found it to be a very reliable source for my work, and everything is in there. I believe I'm better off with my work copied into Google Docs or something like that, because when you lose all your work, you don't have a versioning system where you can go back and just try to go revert to the last working edit that you had in there. It's gone. It's totally gone. I've had this happen with me where I had a video script that I was working on and I had to restart my laptop. Then it was gone. When I restarted the laptop and opened it back up, it was all gone and I couldn't get it back at all. I had to find it in me to rewrite the script to get all my ideas back up in there and have them be as close to whatever I had before restarting the PC. So it really sucks, and I wouldn't be making this video honestly if it was decent, right? So another problem with it is it has the thing where when it's reconnecting, you cannot actually move between workspaces. I just cannot. I'm stuck within a single workspace. If I want to write a video to another workspace, that's that's a tall order, to be honest. And I find this totally unusable. When it's reconnecting, it's totally unusable, totally unreliable. That's why I'm thinking of moving, and I'm going to move. I am going to move to something more reliable. I'm hoping there's an open source alternative out there that is more reliable, just more reliable, more stable. And I'm hoping to find it. I hope it doesn't get to a point where I have to actually move back to Google Docs or something like that. I would like to support something open source, not Notion, just open source. So let's just say I am on the lookout for something better.